Hey, what is going on everybody? Spoons here, and in today's video we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I know Valorant has been, it's the big game right now. Everyone's talking about it. It's got huge numbers on Twitch, and rightly so. You know, Riot has done a really great job bringing out this closed beta. You know, it's a mostly polished sort of game, and it feels really good. So it's getting a lot of hype around it. Plus all the big streamers are playing it as well. But this video is kind of targeted towards those smaller creators. You know, maybe you're playing a lot of Valorant, but you don't really have that great of ideas for YouTube content, or maybe you're just uploading highlights and things like that, and it's not really gaining much traction. So this video is here to help you out. I'm going to help you come up with some solid content ideas that I know people are searching for, and I'll show you exactly how to do that research for Valorant content ideas. And you can also reproduce these sort of strategies for other video games as well, but this one's going to be mainly Valorant focused, just because I've seen a lot of people out there kind of struggle with what kind of content should they put out for Valorant. You know, it's overwhelming when a new game at this magnitude comes out and you want to put out content as quickly as you can, but maybe you don't have the right ideas, or maybe your content isn't gaining as much traction. So I'm going to help you from the content research side and then from the video optimization side for how to actually get more viewers on your Valorant content. So let's hop right in. Alright, and before we dive straight into it, I just want to point out I stream over on twitch.tv/TheRealSpoons every Tuesday and Thursday night. I've been playing a lot of Valorant lately, but if you have any questions about these videos, feel free to catch me when I'm live, and I'm happy to answer your questions. Alright, so the first thing I like to do, and it might seem like really simple, but it's really powerful, is I like to go to Reddit, and I like to look up the Valorant subreddit, or whatever game I'm going to be playing. So for Valorant, you know, this is a really active subreddit right now. The game is super popular. There's 8,556 people on this subreddit right at this moment. So there's a lot going on. I'm sure if I clicked on this new tab, there's going to be a bunch of new articles and all that kind of stuff coming through, a bunch of new posts. But what I like to do is basically just browse and think of content ideas. You know, there's a lot of clips on this Reddit right now. You know, they're allowing a lot of player clips. So maybe if you do, you know, you look at all the Cypher clips, for example, maybe you're a Cypher player. You look at all the Cypher clips, find things maybe that people are doing wrong, find like maybe some tips that people have, and kind of combine them into one video. So you see someone put a Cypher camera in a really smart spot or something like that. And then you see another person do the same thing on a different map. You know, maybe you get all these camera spots and you put them in one video. Don't download these people's videos, but make your own videos, make your own content trying out those spots, and then talk over it. You know, explain why that's a good spot. You know, maybe show the enemy's angle from that spot. Just, you know, because it could be good to see what the enemy's actually seeing. Maybe they can't see your camera from there, but your camera can see them, or whatever it is. You know, I don't play Cypher, so I don't know too much about him, but that's just a general idea. So I just like to look through all this stuff. There's also a lot of good news that could be in here. Like, for example, the first patch notes of the beta, right? This got posted yesterday. This is literally the first patch notes the beta has ever had. This is a really great opportunity if you're a Valorant channel to cover what's going on in these patch notes. You know, you can make a video about Valorant's first patch notes. You know, they adjusted the melee damage, they nerfed Raze a little bit, they made adjustments to Sage, you know, they did map updates. Maybe show examples of exactly what they did while you're talking over it. You know, you can cover that Raze only has one grenade now, and maybe show a clip of throwing the one grenade, but then if you get 2 kills, you get that grenade back. You know, like things like that. Like, you can really, you know, it's not just patch notes. Like, you can really extract different parts of these patch notes and make a video about it. So that's just what I like to do. Reddit is like a huge bank of information, if you want to think of it like that, because it's all user generated. So anything that you're finding here, anything with, you know, this has 1,400 upvotes, that means there's 1,400 people that actually thought this topic was good. You know, this is talking about if we have one login for League, TFT, and Valorant, we should have one currency. So maybe make a video talking about that and explaining to the developers why it would be beneficial. And then, you know, you might find people that are interested in that because there were 1,400 upvotes on the subreddit. Clearly people are interested in that topic. So that's what I like to do in general when it comes to making game videos. Reddit's really powerful, but honestly, Reddit is just a small portion of the pie, if you small slice of the pie. Another thing I like to do, and this is directly on YouTube, and you guys probably know this, but it's really powerful, is if I go to my YouTube right here and I just start typing in Valorant, you'll see all these suggestions, right? You see Valorant, Valorant gameplay, Valorant tips, trailer, montage, all this kind of stuff. So these are all potential topics, but these are kind of a broader range of topics. Like if you want to narrow down exactly, what your video should be about, like this might not be the best opportunity for you, because these are like Valorant montage. The amount of searches that's probably getting is probably insane, that you're just going to be at the bottom of the barrel. But there's some different ones in here that you can extend on. So look, Valorant Cypher right here. So if I start typing in Valorant Cypher, and look at that. Top search right here, Valorant Cypher camera spots. Valorant Cypher camera gun, this was a bug that was happening, but Valorant Cypher camera spots. So let's go ahead and, there's even Valorant Cypher spots, Valorant Cypher setups, Valorant Cypher abilities, things like that, tricks and tips, tricks and tips, I can't talk right now. But Valorant Cypher camera spots, let's search for this and see, what are we finding here? So look, this person right here posted a week ago. They have 541 subscribers and they have over 8,000 views because they made a video talking about Valorant and cheeky camera spots because they knew someone was going to search for that. Now that is very smart. There's also, like, look at this person, 394 subscribers, over 1,000 views. They posted this yesterday. Like, you guys don't have to be a big channel to get a lot of views. This person has 57 subscribers, over 1,000 views. Like, it's all about, knowing what people want and then providing them quality content around that topic. So another great thing to do while we're on YouTube here is it isn't just this search, right? You shouldn't just be searching for, Valorant Cypher camera spots. You see, oh, people are searching for this. That sounds good to me. Like, let me go make a video about it. No, you should click into each one of these videos and see exactly what these people are doing. Click into this video, see how does this guy set it up. He made a 4-minute video, talking about all these cheeky camera spots. How can you make this better? And if you can't make it better, how can you, how can you put your own spin on it? How can you just put your own spin on it? It doesn't need to be always better, but maybe put your own spin on it. Maybe there's a comedic relief to it. Maybe, you're showing these camera spots from the Cypher point of view and from the enemy point of view. Things like that. Like, maybe that makes it better. And also, don't be afraid to look at their descriptions, look at the tags they're using, their title setup, all that, all those kind of things. Like, this guy put the timestamps in the description. Really smart move, because people are going to be wanting to know these timestamps. Now this is Valorant A site setup and cheeky camera spots. He doesn't mention the map that it's on. He just mentioned a site setup. So it doesn't necessarily say what map it's on. Maybe you make videos about each map for Cypher, or maybe it's one full video. I know there's a lot of information coming at you guys right here, but honestly, there's so much information and opportunity on these searches and on these YouTube videos that I feel like people don't really dig into it as much as they could. So look, like, people, they're giving credit. Like, maybe that's something you can do as well. If you find people on Reddit that helped you in your video, maybe you saw a clip of theirs and it inspired a video, you can give credit in your description. That's totally fine. And then you can go ahead and take a look at their tags. If you want to, it's totally fine to take tags, because tags are such a common thing. No one's going to have all these unique tags that get them millions of views. Like, tags are something that are going to be pretty generalized. But yeah, you can even look at the comments. Maybe people have specific questions. This person said, did they patch the cam spots on B-Box? So maybe that, maybe it wasn't patched, or maybe it was patched. Things like that. Like, you can look at the comments, find, common questions across a bunch of videos. Don't just look at one video, look at a bunch of different ones. And then, also get inspiration from their thumbnails. Look at all these different thumbnails. This guy, TL Hardy, he looks like he's using a similar setup where he has a huge word in yellow text and then white words beneath it. You know, and he's got a picture of Cypher. He's got the map in the background. You know, this person's got a big red arrow, Cypher camera spots, things like that. This person has also a picture of Cypher with the map name right on there. So it wasn't in the title, but it's in the thumbnail. So get your inspiration from a bunch of different places, guys, because it's totally fine to look at competitor. You can think of them as competitors. It's totally fine to look at competitor videos and get inspiration from them, and also see exactly what are they doing and why is it working. These are not big channels right here, but they're getting a good amount of views because they know how to position themselves and they know how to make content that's easily digestible. All of these videos are 5 minutes or less that are right here. And you know, you can also scroll down and see all these other videos from other creators as well. But honestly, if it was me, I would want a video at least to be under 10 minutes, you know, probably under 7 minutes, to be honest, just because it's more easily digestible. But you know, that's kind of up to you. I don't want to put restriction on your creative freedom right there, but that's just a note that I would make. So it doesn't just happen with YouTube search as well. So another big thing is Google. So YouTube searches, YouTube videos show up on Google all the time, right? Like you would type in Valorant gameplay. If I typed in Valorant gameplay right now, I'm sure that there's YouTube videos. Look at this. This is all YouTube videos, right? Now, Valorant gameplay is a really broad topic, and you're not going to be able to rank that well if you're, you know, posting a video on Valorant gameplay. So you can do the same sort of technique when it comes to Valorant, or when it comes to YouTube as Google, where you can type in the word Valorant and you can see all these related searches. Now, if you type in Cypher here, you'll see there's different searches that come up. There's Valorant Cypher Guide. That's not something that was in the YouTube search that I saw. There's Valorant Cypher Ult, Valorant Cypher Voice Actor, Valorant Cypher Reddit, Abilities, Wallpaper, all that kind of stuff. Now you can type in Guide, and does anything show up? No, nothing else shows up. Tips. You can type in Raise, see what shows up here. You know, Raise nerf Reddit, Raise broken, things like that. You can make a montage about how Raise is broken, even though she was kind of nerfed a little bit today. But anyway, these are just a bunch of different ideas for how to come up with solid content. Now, when it comes to, this is the research portion of it, but when it comes to actually optimizing your videos, you want to use these exact keywords. Like if you're on YouTube, you want to use these exact keywords that are showing up right here. So if I type in Valorant Cypher again, right? You want to use Valorant Cypher camera spots in the beginning area of your title, because YouTube weighs that a little bit more than the ending part of your title, but they're still you know, both important. But I would put like Valorant Cypher camera spots, or the best Valorant Cypher camera spots or something like that. And then I would put in parentheses something like Cypher Guide or something. So you can do like Valorant. This, just imagine here. Let me open up a notepad here. So let me open up this notepad. So if I was gonna make a video about Valorant Cypher camera spots, I would test out some of these. So Valorant, I would say best in capital letters, Valorant Cypher camera spots, and then I would do like I don't know, you could do like full guide, or if you don't want to do full guide, you could do like you know, Cypher Guide, things like that, because we saw that Cypher Guide was a keyword when we were searching in Google. So it's not just about ranking in YouTube, it's about ranking in Google as well. And then this is just for, like, you know, it doesn't have to be this, but just making sure that you're using those keywords that you did research on before. You know, it's not just about doing the research to find the ideas for the videos. It's about doing the research so you know what type of keywords and text to put into your videos, into the descriptions, into the title, so that people can find your content. You know, your thumbnail can be as great as it can be and your content can be as great as it can be, but if it's not searchable, if it's not discoverable, people aren't gonna find it, and you're not gonna get you know, however many views you deserve, to be honest. So, you know, this is great for the title. You know, in the description I would, you know, put a bunch of those keywords. Like if I split this right here, I know this is kind of like a weird way to do a video, guys, but hopefully this helps you out. So if I type in like Valorant Cypher, right? So we saw right here there's Valorant Cypher gameplay, Valorant Cypher tricks. So in this video, I show you the best Valorant Cypher camera spots. And then let's see, as well as some Cypher tips and tricks, things like that. You know, it doesn't, like, people think that their descriptions on YouTube need to make like perfect sense when it comes to, like, you know, putting keywords in. It doesn't need to. It doesn't. I mean, it should make a decent amount of sense. You shouldn't just spam keywords in there. But like, you can repeat yourself, basically, is what I'm saying. So like, if it seems like if you wouldn't say, in this video I show you the best Valorant Cypher camera spots as well as some Cypher tips and tricks. Normally, I guess you would say, I show you the best Valorant Cypher camera spots and some tips and tricks. But you're not getting the Cypher tips and tricks keyword in there if you don't do that. So, yeah, so hopefully that like kind of makes sense. If you guys have questions, feel free to leave comments down below. But hopefully this does make a decent amount of sense. And yeah, that pretty much like wraps it up. You know, like in your descriptions, make sure you use a decent amount of these keywords in a way that sort of still makes sense. Like you can do Valorant Cypher setups. You know, it's also, you can separate your descriptions into different sections as well. So like, you know, if this is like the beginning section of your description or something like that, it should be a little longer than this. But if that's what it is, you could just make a section called like what was this called? Let's see, my Valorant Cypher setup. Right, so this doesn't really have to do with the video, but you know, if you play Cypher and you make videos about Cypher, people are going to be asking you a bunch of questions. Oh, what's your favorite setup? All that kind of stuff. So if you do my Valorant Cypher setup, and then you do, you know, I like to run the Vandal, the Ghost, you know, and I don't know, whatever. Like you can do something like that. Like this is like the setup I like to use. You're gonna, you know, that's adding this Valorant Cypher setup keyword that's right here, even though this says Valorant Cypher setups, but you're using that keyword, and that can potentially help you rank for Valorant Cypher setup. So, you know, this isn't directly related to the video about the camera spots, but it's something you can put in the description that still technically applies to what you're doing. Like it applies to Cypher as a whole rather than like the specific camera spots that are in the video. So anyway, this is a really long video. I'm sorry about that, guys. Hopefully you guys didn't mind. I know I kind of went on a tangent here, but hopefully it did help you out, because honestly, there's so much opportunity. I just can't stop talking about it, to be honest. So hopefully this helped you out. If it did, be sure to you know, hit the thumbs up there, subscribe for more content. I'll definitely do some more content. If you guys have more specific questions about Valorant or any other game, I'm happy to help out and make another guide. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it as always. Be sure to follow me over on Twitch. I stream every Tuesday and Thursday night, and also sometimes on the weekends. And I've been streaming a lot of Valorant. So if you want to come hang out while I play some Valorant, I'm a Phoenix main, so I'm having a lot of fun with that. And yeah, that'd be great. So thank you guys so much for watching. Appreciate it as always, and have a great rest of your day.